Here we go. 180!
Man left. Out. 3 down. Out.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Move. Hey. 4 down.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marquise Brown, 58 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He finds an opening past the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run here with Ballage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strong left. In your face.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Touch 50.
Ballage. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off. For them.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B. Big series right
Play out, play out. Bam, bam. Check.
Wilson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go, here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
12. Hey, you don't want to see me. I'll go special. I'll go special. Hey, 59.
Watch the run, watch the
Friday.
run.
Check, 59.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Raiders.
6-0 our score after 1.
Broncos 6. Raiders nothing.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Mike is 59. I'm coming after you. 36 power. Go. 59. Go, 4 down. 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Man out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 36 power. Good catch. Come. Go, guys, 4 down.
They run it with Balaj. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Broncos 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's been a long day for you. Watch out.
Now Joe Mixon. Brushing off the fit, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Joe Mixon, 71 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he brings it back. To right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right, here we go. To Pittsburgh. Get in the weight room.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
13. 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
I got you. Get him, you got it. 21. Pick it up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. What do you need? 21.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, Katie!
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. 57's right. Hey, watch the slip.
To throw on third down. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. C.J. Uzama. 57 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will get them one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Garoppolo now. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 56. Check 56. They can't hang with us. He's coming. He's coming. He's going to hit.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. Five-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Alert. Shit. Look for signals. One left. Watch the whip.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Wilson now operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagou, his second sack of the night.
Go. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
To try again after the sack. Wilson over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
What? 190.
Mike 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, hey.
59, Mark, 59. Oh, try. No. I know he ain't got it.
Now Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right.
White.
4 down.
They'll try the left side. It's Horton, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
You ain't got nothing.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
All go special. One flip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds his running back, Mixon. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon.
That's it, baby.
Here we go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Now Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And to give this time to the tailback. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 43. A big pickup of 38.
Mike. 190. Go, go, go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. Hey, we are.
Quick right, quick right.
Mike is 59.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Talking about
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.